Hey everybody, it's Gypsy, and it's my, I guess my deep thoughts driving to the flea market where I found, I didn't go last week because, well, it was Memorial Day weekend and my son and daughter-in-law came into town, and I don't know, it's been a really strange week for me. I feel like I haven't gotten anything done, but I did do a lot of cleanup in the yard and the gardens and stuff. That's how I'm going back to the flea market today. I don't even know what to say. I keep talking about unity, and we have to put our differences aside, okay? We have to stop worrying and, taking what, let's call them the bigwigs, taking what they have to say as gospel. They are liars, okay? They are liars. Now, it doesn't matter what your beliefs are, what side of the political, it shouldn't matter. Religion definitely shouldn't matter, okay? They are messing with us all. No matter who we are, they're using us. And like I said, there are those of you who feel like the government is on your side. Things are going your way. I'm going to say for right now. But they are using you. They use us all. Right now, your cause is useful to them to get what they want. They don't care about you. They only care about what they want. And we all need to start remembering that, okay? Because it's going to stop. Once they're done with you, it's going to stop. And it doesn't matter. They can move on to the next group of people, and it's going to be the same thing. So what I'm saying is we need to say, you know what? We're done with the governments. We're done with the elites. And we have to start uniting. We have to stop worrying about religion, gender, lifestyle. We have to stop worrying about and unite and say we want our freedom back. Because if you think you have freedom now, you lose it eventually if we keep on this course. And I'm sorry to bring this up, but I was born in 1964 on election day. Never in my life did I ever dream our country would be like this. This is not America. It no longer is America. And no matter how you feel about Trump, whatever your opinion is of him, it's not the issue, is it? It isn't. How our government and our court system is handled is no longer American. I remember, it was at least 30 years ago, in our local newspaper, there was a gentleman who wrote an editorial, and he said, I'm originally from Cuba. I fled Cuba because of what was going on there. The tyranny, no freedom. And he says, what I see, so I came to America. But now what I see going on in America is what was going on in Cuba. He said, this is how it started. This is how it started. So we need to pay attention. But we didn't. I was a young woman when I read that editorial. And now here I am, the year I turned 60, and things are so much worse. So it doesn't matter how you feel about what happened a couple days ago. I mean, not about what happened, your feelings on guilt or innocence. It was the Herb Society of America. It's their headquarters. I love that place. Sorry. It's not really the issue. Because once that starts, it's across the board. It's going to be across the board. Nobody will be treated fairly. You state an opinion that does not go along with their narrative, no matter who you are. You're not... Nobody is special enough to not be attacked. Okay? And this is why we need to put our differences aside. Okay? I'm tired of... First of all, I don't believe there really is racism. Yes, there might be a few people here or there, but I think we are not as racist as they try to convince us we are. So many things they try to convince us of these horrible... And let's get off this kick that people are horrible. I am so tired. I love animals. I love nature. I'm out in nature all the time. I love animals. I was told I cannot bring another animal into the house. I love animals so much. But people. I love people too. And we got to get back to that. I'm tired of hearing how awful people are. No, we're not awful. We just have to remember who we truly are. We come from Creator God. We are part and parcel. We are literally a piece of our Creator. And we need to start remembering that. They've brainwashed us into believing humans are horrible. They brainwashed us into believing so many horrible things that are not true. And you young people, I guess I worry about you the most because you don't remember. You never saw. You never got to experience what our country used to be like in terms of the Constitution, our freedoms, stuff like that. It makes me sad. I'm very sad. So regardless of how you feel about Trump, his guilt or innocence, how it was handled. Okay, that's what I'm saying. How it was handled. It was wrong. I've never seen a court trial anything like this. I mean, I was in shock. Not because of the verdict, but how they came to the verdict, which I don't even understand, because I've never heard of this splitting up in 3 parts. It doesn't even make sense to me. But anyways, it is a sad day for our country because this is no longer the United States of America. Now, we can turn it around if we put our differences aside and stop listening to the stupid idiots at the top. They are messing with us. And we need to remember that. And what we really need to remember is there's more of us than there are of them. And I don't care what your religion is, what color your skin is, what your gender preference is, what your lifestyle is. I don't care. You know, as long as you're not forcing me into something I don't want, do what you want. But we need to put that shit aside, and we need to get this country back on track, because I remember celebrating this country's bicentennial when I was a child. Everybody was so proud. Everybody was proud of our country, proud to be an American. It was a fun time. Oh, the celebrations we had in 1974. Oh my God. 1974. That was 10 years old, right before I turned 10. It was fun. But would that happen if the bicentennial was now? What would it be like? I don't know. But as an older woman, I'm sad. I'm sad for what has happened. I'm sad that there are some who can't say, okay, I have a different political affiliation than you do. However, how things are being handled is wrong. And we need to fix it. You could still have your political affiliation, back your guy, whatever it is. But we need to correct... Well, our justice system is a mess. Everything. It's a mess. Now, let's face it. I learned about the Constitution and our government, all that kind of stuff. And yes, we did learn about slavery. I know you young people are always thinking we did not. We were not taught about slavery. Oh, yes, we were. You better believe we were. Very sad. It was a very emotional thing for me to learn about that. But I learned this stuff pre-1979. And that is when the Department of Education was instituted. Things changed after that. Thankfully, I had just started high school. I was a senior in high school. So it really didn't affect me all that much, and I had already learned all that stuff. I had to have the at the very least, the preamble of the Constitution memorized at 8 years old in 2nd grade. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You will do it, and you will learn the Constitution. And I am grateful to my 2nd grade history teacher, Mrs. Gottschalk, that she did that. But I'm sad. I'm sad about all this, and I wish, thankfully my education was pre-1979. Unfortunately, after that I became a mother, and my 2 boys were subject to that mess. You know what? It's the reason my older son committed suicide was because of this mess of an education system we have. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm very disappointed in this country and what has just happened. But it's up to us, the citizens, not the government. The government's not going to fix it. The government never fixes it. They just create more problems, pretend to fix it. It has to be, it's up to us. It's up to us to do it. Okay? And I don't mean violence. I hate violence. No. We will not destroy this beautiful country of ours. I'm talking about the land, the people. We will not burn anybody's businesses down. That's bullshit. That is so stupid. But it's up to us to say no more, in a peaceful way. We have to change it. They're not going to change it for us. We sit back and do nothing. And, whatever group they're using that is useful to them at the moment, well, they'll no longer be useful. They'll move on to the next group, and they'll feel special for a while. That's how it works. It's sad. But I guess I'll leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.